All right, so things are still awkward between Hope and me, but that's, it's natural. I can tell she's trying her best. I just feel a little angry and a lot more dumb. And thankfully, Jack has stepped into the void of his insatiable need to debate with his favorite opponent, Hope. The guy can't restrain himself. I think he sees each argument with Hope as a battle for a territory in the Great War over me. I mean, that's just weird. I mean, don't you think today, they started talking about evil in the world? He was reading the paper, and there was this horrible, atrocious shooting that happened last night in the city. A young girl was hit mistakenly and killed less than just 10 days before Christmas. And Jack, somehow ignored the tragedy and the normal human response that we know of as compassion, and he submitted it as evidence in his case against God. That is really ridiculous. He argued until his self-satisfaction took over, and he just rested his case. Done. And then there's Hope. Hope's the opposite. In her easygoing, non-defensive, simple way, that she said maybe evil is just a result of a flaw in the character of humanity, and it's not God. She believes that God is at work fixing it. And Jack, what could he say? He said that any real God could have fixed it by now. Hope said something like this. She said, what if the problem is so deep that it's in the fabric of who we are as people? What if fixing the problem is as delicate as removing a cancer from a major organ? She had a point. She said that in doing surgery to go after a tumor, it doesn't make any sense to be hasty about it. Why be impulsive? Because you might kill the patient. If I were speaking to Hope at this moment, I might have told her that she is brilliant. But instead, I kept listening, and she went on to talk about a part of the Bible where Jesus tells a story about a farmer who plants a field full of wheat. And later, an enemy comes in and puts a bunch of these weeds, in the wheat. And some overzealous guy, like Jack, wants to tear all the weeds out. But the farmer says, wait, whoa, because he doesn't want any of the wheat torn up with the weeds accidentally. Hope said that God is doing something about evil in the world. That's what Christmas is all about. And I agree, but that evil is such a delicate problem to solve because it's not only out there, but it's in us. I wonder, does she include herself in that statement too? How can someone like Hope really actually mean that there is evil inside of her?